And welcome everyone to a Scouts of Entertainment Napoleon Total War 3 8.8 replay. Today's a nice 3v3 and it was posted on the Discord by Phantom Dreamer. Now I'm not too sure Phantom Dreamer's gamer name in this one, but on the attacking team we have Shuttler, GB Vertex and Obsec. On the other team we have Griffin01, Dirty Mike Nada Boys and Dr. John 2002. And if you'd like to send me through other Napoleon Total War 3 replays, then by all means continue to post them on the Napoleon Total War 3 Discord, or send them to the links displayed on the screen, and also in the description below. There's also a PayPal option, Subscribestar, Patreon, or Streamers donation link if you'd like to support my work. But if those are options for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's jump in. So, we got, I think this is a Canadian Army. Well, it says Canadas, but we got some Sheriff Canada, this is General obviously, some Dragoons, a few Dragoons there, some Royal Montreal Cavalry, so definitely a Canadian Army. Over here we have a Confederacy, the Tushmish Confederacy. I'm not too familiar with these factions here. I'll see whether or not they have any descriptions on the NTW3 faction site. These guys are familiar, the US Army of course. That's actually on the blue team. They're not even on the same team. Heading back over here though, we got IFA. So I don't think I'll have the flags displayed on the screen. I haven't really seen these particular factions before, which is actually kind of new to me. Provost EFA Confederacy. So this appears to be some sort of a Confederate alliance, it would seem. It's strange that Canada doesn't have the Confederacy not symbol, but wording in it. It just says Canadas. Anyway, the US and Canada are finally going at it, it would seem. We had a mini cav engagement, and the Confederacy is the first one to take a hit. Yeah, it's called Tushmish, I think. I'll have a look on the website and see if I can spot these flags. Not something I'm very familiar with. Alright. We got more US cavalry coming in. Who'd have thought we got cavalry soldiers wearing top hats? But US Army defeated, Canada owned them. Fancy that? Alright. We got 2 4-pointers on the field and 3 1-pointers. Now it looks like we got a potential... Oh, I can't even count. I think we've got potential 7 points out of... Sorry, I think the red team right now has a potential 7 points out of 11. I don't know why that was so hard for me. So the US Cavalry not faring too well so far at the start of this fight. Looks like they destroyed some skirmishes here. Making sure they don't come back.
Understood.
Alright guys, we are back. We had some skirmishes here, take a couple of shots at the US forces. Now I also had a quick look on the website, and again I didn't see these factions here, so I can't display their strengths and weaknesses unfortunately. I can see the US Army, but that's the only faction I can see on my list here. And what I can tell you about the US briefly is that the strengths are overall cost-effective militia, fast, regular infantry, good morale. Weaknesses, poor melee, tiny cavalry units. Typical use, overwhelmed with militia numbers, harass the small fast cavalry, be decisive with cheap grenadiers. And avoid close range firefights and cavalry duels. As we saw before, the cavalry duels did not work out well for the USA cavalry, so that matches that for sure. Okay, Canada's linking up here with Tech. I'm just going to call them Tech because I keep botching the pronunciation every time. We got some Shanawanki. We got some Indian skirmishers here. And we got some cavalry, some good old USA cavalry coming in. The morale's not great though. We had some tech cav run away before, but then they're coming back in now, but it's a little bit late. Lucky for these skirmishes here, the US forces broke. What we got here? We got Jacob Brown. Got a lot of cav units here, but as to how they're going to be effective, we don't know yet. Again, cav is not the USA's strength. Yeah. We have some Ohio militia. Okay, so it looks like he might have got clipped there by a stray artillery round, maybe. Canada is not really forming up to take on the USA. We have York Volunteers, Peninsula Militia, Michigan Legionary Corps. It's the best unit in the USA's line so far. Hang on, so we've got some enemy here in the blue team's line. They're trying to snipe out now. Okay, text units broke. What were the opposing units in the area? We've got some Hussars, some Dragoons. We did. Oh no, there's a Massachusetts Boston militia. Sorry, no general though. So I wonder what tech was trying to snipe out there. And why is Canada sending over 5 infantry units around the lake here? Okay, we've got 6-pounders there, 2 of them, and 2 12-pounders. The good old New Orleans. Okay, it clipped the New Brunswick 104th foot, sorry. What a nice battle by the waterfront, hey? Okay, these guys here, only down by about 15 kills. The Quebec Fencibles here, they're down by a few more, but USA has been firing on them for some time already. New Brunswick Sappers, ooh, good volley there. US is only sustaining light casualties so far. Poor Canada here has had a tougher time of things. What does Canada have in terms of artillery? We've got 4 6-pounders here. But are they being unlumbered? Or are they being brought up closer? Probably needs to be brought up closer. Just a little bit to the left here, trying to use the slight elevation of this hill to sort of safely fire over their firing line here. Deploying here is a little bit risky. You should try and get any slight bit of any just a small amount of elevation is what I'm trying to get it. Just get it slightly higher. just try and keep it simple, eh? Alright, volley there. Yeah, we're seeing a couple of kills there. I think we're moving slightly uphill, judging from this camera angle. I think one of the, I think the friendly artillery there gave that guy a bit of a shock. I think it killed him. Yep, that was definitely friendly fire. Okay, so that unit's lost about 30 men there. Minor casualties everywhere else. Now, EFA. What's their target, I wonder? We've got some 60th Royal American Rifles, Jaegers, against the 1st Rifles. Okay, seems to be the elite skirmish unit of the USA. Well, why isn't EFA moving up to join Canada's firing line? It might be time to pull out this English incorporated militia. They're about to break. And it does seem like they're trading places here with the Glengarry 1st Fencibles. I was going to say Sensibles. We've got the we've got some light dragoons here outside a house for some reason. They can't do any good there. Tech pretty much keeping most of his army out of sight, out of mind. Just to be brought up when needed. That was a nice volley there from the artillery. Took a chunk here out of the Virginian Fencibles. It looks like the USA is losing this fight. I'm seeing a number of casualties on their side. Not as many losses here for the Canadians. I'm wondering when we're going to see our next big cav engagement. It looks like the US is thinking about it. The cavalry is patrolling the front of their lines. And we've got the Canadians falling back somewhat. Okay, we've got 2 units of chasseurs, some Canadian chasseurs, and some Glengarry 2nd Light Fencibles. And 13 Light Infantry. Eliza Wheelclock, Ripley. Okay. And Boston Light Infantry and 11th Line Infantry. Again, why doesn't Canada take him on? He's just having a tense standoff. Right now, there's about 41 minutes left to decide a winner. What's that? First rifles under heavy fire. Only losing 7 men so far. Okay, EFA's forces here having a bit more success. So the US is thinking about sending in all their cav. We've got 2 cavalry units here from Tech and some skirmishers. Look, the US should be charging in here. Okay, now they're charging in. I thought they were a little bit slow off the mark. The skirmishers were getting a lot of easy shots on them. Okay, light dragoons coming in, and what's that? Candice Ray light volunteers. Okay, 1 unit from Tech is broken.
Our men are running.
Alright, we've got cavalry reinforcement coming in. I was going to say reinforcements, but I stopped myself when I saw it was just 1 cavalry unit coming in. Oh, no, it was 2. Yeah, I didn't even see that second unit come in. We've got heavy cav here from EFA. He's actually going to pull out and save more than half his unit here. Still in play. There's that. I don't know what that was about. Now, they did end up engaging, and this battle is going the exact way I thought it would. And much to the probably pleasure of Canada, they've hardly lost any men here in this firefight. US has lost a bit more. I wouldn't say it's excessive. They haven't suffered excessive casualties, but the morale is pretty weak, and they were losing the fight. I think it was only a matter of time before they collapsed. We'll see how good they are. Oh, good volley. Straight in their faces. But infantry broke not long after they engaged. There's only 1 unit left alive, and they might even still break. Canada's in pursuit. And now those units can actually come around here, maybe even forget the infantry walking away, come around here. Try and get into the artillery, or at the very least force the USA to pull some units back from their line to try and deal with them. They got about 6 or 7 units here in reserve, actually 10 if we're including these 3. Yeah, but still, those Canadian troops, they can be a real thorn in the US's side, really mess up their attack. Okay, we've got Canada being a bit more aggressive here. We've got English cavalry harassing the right flank here of the USA. Broken 1 unit. We've got the Maryland militia on their way out as well. They just broke. This faction here is obviously American Indians.
Our men are running, sir.
Whoopsie. Alright, US might be running low on cav here. Doesn't seem like they have a lot left. We actually even got Tech sending in some cav, along with the Canadians sending in their cav. And we've got a mass Indian charge. Ah, it's Little Bighorn all over again. Fear the angry Indians. Yeah, these units will probably come back. Hence why Tech is still in pursuit of them. Maybe you should try just to stop and take a few volleys off. They are really close. I think you can get a lot of kills just shooting them. But Canada still has their cav. They can pursue, and probably should pursue the infantry. You gotta make sure they don't come back. Okay, we've got the US in full retreat here. Okay, the artillery is in jeopardy. The Canadian cav got into the artillery just before they fired. Good timing on their part. What are they shooting at? Oh, there's no point, they're way too far. We've got 4 English units outflanking the right flank here of the Zebulon Pike, 15th Line Infantry. Okay, we've got the Highland Foot, we've got 27th Foot, 89th Foot, and 41st Foot. 29th Foot, Worcestershire.
Our men are running.
It's like Worcestershire, like in terms of Worcestershire sauce, you know? Just got to think of it like that to say it properly, I reckon. English are probably getting closer. We've got 2 units of dragoons here, I think.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
The dragoons will probably just charge in. I think that's what they're doing. Here we go. Yep, we're going to see a mass chain right here. The entire right flank of the USA Army is collapsed. They're sending us some units to try and restore it, but it's way too late, and now they're in danger of losing all these guys now too. In fact, you gotta wonder where these guys are going. We've got English units shooting these guys as they run by. And we've got the Highlanders charging in. Okay, those units there are broken.
Our men are running, sir.
The tipping point seems to have been the Indian charge. That's when things started to go really haywire for the US. The entire USA Army is pretty much collapsed. All the US forces here appear to be defeated. There's a couple left still alive, and actually winning over here now. Good for them.
The entire unit is sent.
Okay, so the US achieved a small victory here. But it looks like we might have to do a small cut here, as the US forces are a long way away from any nearby Canadian forces, and it'll take time to get into position. So see you soon, guys. Okay, we've got the Canadians arriving, as you can see. The US has formed up with what forces they have left. We have one unit of 12th Line Infantry returning to the battle. Maybe actually just showing up. This is a full unit here. Hasn't lost any men. We've got Indians here. Some Menawa. Muskogee Creek Red Sticks. Well, they're not broken, so where are they going? They're wavering and very tired. That's why I'm moving so slow. Alright, they broke.
Our men are running first.
And we've got Canada over here. These forces here, they might have reformed to come back. I didn't even notice them coming. I didn't even notice them at all. USA is being sandwiched. They're in a real toaster-pressed position. US hanging by a thread, but it's well and truly over for them at this point. We've got some little knives coming in. But USA wins just. Okay, Dr. John 2002 just lost his general. And that is it, guys. I think we are done. Victory to the Canadians, English, and Native Americans. Griffin 01, 1663 kills. Dirty Mike Nada Boys, 1,805. Dr. John 2002, 2,074 kills. Shabatha 845. GB Vertex 342. And Obsec 584. Looking for stand-up performances, the Canadian Light Dragoons, 304 kills. Nicely done there. We've got Royal Montreal Cavalry, 297, very good. The rest of the units did poor to excellent. And that is it. Thank you to Phantom Dreamer for sending in the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.